Okay. Hello, friends and viewers and chatters, I guess. It's been so long since I've just recorded a video and like talked about something, like yapped about something. Even just like I don't use camera on stream anymore, really. Not for any reason, just the PNG tuber thing is kind of fun, I guess. Not even PNG tuber, but anyway, I got access to the Enfield beta when it started back in January 15th or something, or January 16th. And it's coming to a close. It's ending tomorrow on February 17th. So like a whole month. And I wanted to just kind of put a video out there to make some content because I'm getting that itch while I'm sitting around. And just to like give my thoughts, because I do play like on my stream, right? We play a lot of normal Arknights or like OG Arknights. And I'm a big fan of the IP. And this is like the sequel, so it's very exciting to see what they're doing over at Hypergriff, right? So, let's just click to continue here, right? Let's click to log into the game, unless it's closed already and I didn't realize it. But anyway, if you don't know what this game is, right? So far, it's an action RPG, right? That is, or an open world action RPG akin to Genshin. That is has a heavy emphasis on base building and kind of like factory-esque buildings such as Satisfactory. So let's go back to the hub here real quick and go to the core AIC area, the original one that you start. So you can see it's an open world. I'll give a rundown. Yeah, it's an open world. Your party is out there in the world with you, right? So I have my 4 members of my party here. Chen, Li, what is this? Li Fei? The guy I'm playing as. Arclight and then Ember over there. And yeah, you run around, you do stuff, you either fight enemies or all varieties of things, right? You can do literally whatever you want in this game. Not really. Okay, sorry, that's bait. That's a bait. You can do a lot though. It's a lot of I got distracted. I'm trying to heal this guy real quick. It's a lot of open world. It's like Genshin, but if you could also automate a lot of the grinding. As you can see here, we have our base here. But this is a big focus of the game, right? We work for Enfield Industries, which is the new company, right? And we are, I think, like not a logistics company, but like kind of a logistics company. Just a very cool company, right? And we have access to all this technology. So this is my main base. I've kind of held back on playing a little bit because, you know, we're gonna play I'm gonna play a lot when the main game comes out or the full game. So, but you can see here that we have like you can organize into different processing things, like make different products, etc. Various things, so like grinding plants down, delivering it back to this thing, put it into this, etc. It's satisfactory if you want to get a good gist of how to play this game, or like a similar game minus the combat is Satisfactory, right? So you'll see here, you can see it right here. There's like a mining section over here where there's a mineral deposit, right? Scattered around the maps and stuff. So there's one here, one right at your base. There's one above you, etc. So you try to, you can also see the power lines, right? You can see the power lines, spreading that out amongst the world and stuff. You spread out to like try to put your mining operations around. And yeah, so it's pretty fun. It's definitely like an interesting take on the open world action gacha thing. You don't really see yet. We haven't had one that like mixes it with Satisfactory yet, at least to my knowledge. And I think this is gonna be a very good version of the game, at least, or like a very good opening. Shit, I'm not looking to edit this a lot, but a very refreshing take on the open world gacha like genre, you know. And we've been waiting for this game for a while. If you're like an Arknights fan, kind of. Yeah, you can run around, collect materials, right? So you can also see we have like main upgrade set or gathering sites, right? So this is where you can get like materials for. This is for leveling up skills from 1 to 3, right? But so you can place like, I don't like walking all this distance, so I can just teleport here, walk to the zip line, go to this zip line, come to this site, go to this zip line, go to this zip line, and then go to this one, and then I'll end up next to another site, right? So you can set up like different, you can set up transport lines and stuff that you can do, so that you can actually get on here, right? Automation is the big thing in this game, right? So at least for me, I found that the progression. Oh, he almost jumped off the cliff there. Let's talk about the characters, right? In Arknights, or original Arknights, right? We're gonna compare it because that's my main kind of gacha I play. Getting a character to max level is like kind of hard. It takes a long time and a lot of resources. This game, we don't know if it's just for the beta, but for this game, it definitely doesn't take as long as normal Arknights. So the first person I had maxed out is Suitor here, right? Or at least like well maxed out. So level wise, she was level 80. First one to get level 80, which is the cap now. Level 80 E. I think they call this E4. It's technically E2, I guess, looks wise, but it's E4. So yeah, so we you get them there, and it unlocks like different segments of their skill tree, right? You unlock this by the second zone of the game, which isn't too far in. Like it took me like, I think if you were to speedrun it, maybe 10 hours, maybe like 15-ish of gameplay. But you'll start doing other stuff in the meantime. Like there's a lot of stuff that I think there's even stuff that I haven't done in this because I am bad at doing side quests, but there's a lot of stuff to do on your like main ship and various things there. But let's look. So in this game, right, akin to like Genshin and all your open world gachas, right, you have your 4 skills and stuff, or your this is your basic attacks, right? Your basic attacks, your dive attack, dodge attack. You can see over here, finisher, which is what you do when someone's staggered or like their stagger bar is filled up. First skill or like active skill that you activate. Combo skill, which is all the combo skills are activated by like some sort of thing, right? So anytime you deal combustion to an enemy, which is any non-fire affliction mixed with fire affliction, and then it creates a combustion reaction. That's how you do that, how you activate her skill. And then her alt, right? So everybody has an alt, etc. Everybody has this set up. 1 to 3, easy. All the materials are in... So I believe all the materials for 1 to 6 are in this area. Sorry, not in this area. We have Valley 4 here, which is the first starting, like, first chapter, I guess, of the game. Actually, it's either 1 to 9 or 1 to 6 is all in here. And then there's a second area, which is this area, which is Jinlong. This has your mastery materials so far. So once you get there, you're able to master character skills, which is the little dots at the end. Which, if you're comparing it to OG Arknights, that also is another thing. Mastering an OG Arknights is like, it takes up, what is it? I think it's a total of 2 days technically to, if you don't have a character that like matches the character's skill and like, reduces the time, it takes like 2 days to master a skill fully, right? This, it takes literally 30 seconds as long as you have the materials. So I definitely like that they've streamlined that progression. It's pretty good. I thought for a while there I was thinking it's a little too easy to just like max out characters in this game. But it does make it nice that you can like it doesn't negate the like not the pressure of playing, but like it doesn't not stressful, right? You can just play, you can max out a character, you have a full power character, and then you can work on other people, right? You can work on other things. Um Gear, pretty cool in this game. I like the gear. Static rolls is very nice. That's one thing I've always hated about fucking every other gacha game. Sorry, I'm gonna swear. Or every other open world gacha game. I don't want to farm for shitty rolls. Don't waste my time, okay? This is nice. You just make it. You unlock it by leveling up, right? You're leveling up your account. And everything has static rolls, so you can just figure out what might work for the character best, right? So you can put this suitor has one set on, right? And I have a different caster. So like Yvonne will have a different set on. Yvonne has like a crit based set. Chen has a crit based armor there. Arknight has the same set as suitor, but a lower rarity, right? Ember has the same set. Okay, I put a lot of the same set on there, but and then you can mix and match pieces, right? Because it's all 3-piece bonuses, and then you can add in another thing there. Tactical's cool. I love the idea of them auto using like healing things during combat. Very nice. Good, good system. The weapon. Normally don't like weapon banners and stuff in games, but you guys did it pretty good, or at least they're doing it pretty good so far in here. I can't talk to the rates because I'm not a good mathematician or like any, I'm not good with analyzing how the rates would affect your actual experience of it. But from what I understand, it's like 25.75 or whatever for your chance to get a 6-star. It definitely doesn't feel like that. It feels more like 95.5 or whatever. So like if we go to valuables here, right? All these orange ones here are all the 6-star weapons I've gotten for the whole beta. Now, full disclosure, this last few days of the beta, like once they announced the end, they have given us 300 pulls, I think, total for like the character banner, which in turn got me maybe I want to say like 50 pulls on the weapon banner, maybe more. Oh, actually no, it would be way more. It'd be like, I think it translates roughly to maybe 150 pulls on the weapon banner, something like that. I wasn't counting. I just jumped on and did it. But early on, I think you can definitely get a good amount of 6-star weapons. Like I immediately got the first one I got was for Suitor here, like her matching weapon. But I like them so far. Like it's not as bad as I feel like most games do it. Like you're pretty guaranteed to get a good one, and then they have a level which is pretty easy. They have potential, which I don't think it matters much. Like it uncaps this skill or the main like unique skill on weapons, but it's kind of fine in my mind, honestly. Like it doesn't really affect much. Like it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. You can definitely live without dupes in this game. I love the essences thing. I think it's nice that this is the only RNG part of the gear. Yeah, like it's super simple, right? You just want to find one that matches matches as many of the skills on the weapon as possible, right? And the amount you can get per week is pretty good. Like I haven't done it this week, but algorithmic memories, which is like the roguelike mode, it's good. And oh, I can't see the rewards just from here. If we go to harvest node, right? You have your weekly rewards. So I guess this is like the equivalent of an Annihilation in OG Arknights, but it gives you more gameplay related stuff. So like you can see the essences here. It gives you 50 gold essences a week, essentially, because this will let you craft 6, and then total you have 44, right? Or this just gives you 44 golden ones, these boxes, which is pretty good. And then you get one 5-star weapon here. So the acquisition of weapons is pretty good, and also you also get currency as well from the currency for the weapon banner here from doing weeklies. So I think this is exactly enough to get you one pull or 110 pull. Sorry, something just like made a noise in my room. Scared the shit out of me. But so far it seems like the rewards are pretty good. This mode is pretty easy too, so not like a stressful weekly. I guess while we're in here, we can talk about this stuff. Pretty good. I don't know. The reward track was pretty straightforward. Like, I never felt like it was misguiding me on what to do, really. Like, I was like, okay, I understand how to do all this. It's pretty easy. You can click to go see where you might do it, right? Dailies, I think I've talked about it before. That's pretty good. You get like, I think you essentially get 1 pull per day. Not bad. 1 single pull. Nice little menu for all your like various farming areas and stuff. The boss re-challenges. The weird little like dungeon things that you get to do. The wave defense thing. So this is another way you can farm essences, like the purple essences at high level. And then you can fuse the purple essences into gold ones. Training things. Yeah. But so far, everything seems pretty cool. The weapon progression's pretty easy. Progression isn't like cringe in any way. Headhunting, pretty good. I don't mind it. Thank God they took the fucking weapons out. I don't. Well, they didn't have it in the tech test, I guess. But what I mean is, I'm very glad they separated weapon banner from character banner, because every gacha that does that, very cringe, not fun. That's stupid. If you're gonna give me garbage in the middle of my banner, make it the same thing that's already in the banner. So I want garbage characters in the banner. If you're gonna give me weapons or garbage weapons, make them in the weapon banner, right? Like have it an exclusive banner. Separating it out is the nicest thing they could have done. When you do a pull on this banner, right? I wonder if we can do a pull here. Yeah. So let's say we do a pull. I'm gonna skip the animation for now. Okay, I got a 6-star. Nice. But yeah, so you see you can get Arsenal tickets, which is how you pull on the weapon banners. So if we go over to Arsenal Exchange, right? We have choices from this main featured banner, which is usually... This usually correlates to the banner of the character, right? Like, so this is Yvonne's weapon, I guess. This is not the one I use on her, but this is her weapon. You got choices down here. You can just straight up buy a 6-star if you want. You can buy a bunch of 5-stars. Just a bunch of selections you can choose. Other banners, right? So you can choose just random 6-star banners to pull on. Various ones you can just buy. I think these are permanent store options that you can buy. Or like one-time buys. Pretty good. Not bad. Certificates from the gacha. Just clear that out because I don't need it anymore. Let's do that too here. We got XP. So this is high level XP, like past 60. This is your LMD of this game. Just credits. This is for like limit breaking stuff, etc. Just a bunch of materials, right? I don't need to yap about all of them. Pretty good. I haven't found an issue with like the supply of it. Oh, let's go to weapon banner. Sorry, Arsenal Exchange. Do a pull here, right? But self-containing or like separating the two things, like it feels way better than having the weapons show up in the character banner. That's always a weird thing. I felt like it's just an excuse to put garbage in the banner, right? But having it two separated doesn't feel nearly as bad as having them connected, you know? 'Cause you're not just filling it with garbage, right? You're separating the two. What else do I like? I love the UI. The UI is great. The art style of this game, fucking amazing. You guys knocked it out of the park. I love it. Um, ooh, another bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh, I didn't mention this earlier. I don't think character dupes are going to be that influential. Maybe they are, but I don't think they're that, like, you're not going to need them per se. Not like going to make or break characters if you don't have them. Pretty, like, it's close enough to the original Arknights where, like, minor stat boosts that you're not going to be upset if you mess up or whatever. But or if you don't get dupes. So don't fret about that. Like I said earlier, gear assembly very nice, or the gear progression very nice. You literally just make it at your base. There's no farming for it. You have to just make materials for it. You can't get gold gear until you get to the second area, where you can mine like the red mineral. But the original area here goes from white to purple, I guess. Yeah. I hope they introduce more sets. That's my only issue. The sets that we have like stop at pretty basic stuff, but I think we should unlock more sets as we go. Like, just add more. That might be asking a little much, but still, I think it's pretty. Would be nice to have more options. Like I said earlier, the art in this game's amazing. Skybox pretty good. Like, just the environment is amazing. It might seem kind of grayed out, I think, but overall, I'd give it a pretty good, like... It has a good futuristic, like, sci-fi kind of feel to it, in my mind. What's another thing? Combat? Pretty good so far. I think early on it's kind of bad, but, like, as you get more characters and stuff, it's pretty good. It starts to make more sense. Like, it's really dry early on. With just you start with just Endman, and then you start with they give you Prelica, Endman, and Chen, I think, is your main team originally. And I mean, it's not bad, but like it just kind of starts getting boring a little bit probably. But eventually they give you 4 members, and it starts to make more sense. But this video is already 22 minutes, so I'm not gonna ramble that much. But so far, I think game pretty good. This path that they're going on now, very good. I like that. Where's the tech tree? Sorry, I haven't played in a while. So far, we have one tech tree, right? Like, I like that the different areas have different tech trees. So, like, the Valley 4 is just related to, like, mining and stuff and, like, the basic progress. And then the new area has, like, water stuff related to it, or, like, water production. And I hope, like, if we get more areas, right, they have different productions related to them, like, not just water, but I can't think of one, like thermal energy maybe, or something like that. Stuff like that. It's a very good feeling of, like, progressing through the world and cleansing it, kind of, which is ironic because we're putting up a bunch of, like, electricity and stuff. But yeah, my thoughts are kind of scattered. I just like yapping about it. So I'm definitely looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be pretty good from what I understand, or from what I've played so far. If we could get a higher than 60 FPS cap, that would be nice. Not sure about the optimization. There's definitely a little bit of lag when you have a lot of stuff, like, in one area. So, like, originally in this base, it was very laggy until I, like, kind of closed it down, or, like, shortened down how much stuff was here. But I think so far all the systems they have in place are very nice. I like having to like manage outposts and stuff. I'm sure when the main game comes out, I'll be a lot more involved in actually doing it and like trying to make it optimized. Like you can see right now, like this is gonna run out anyway, probably if I have it on auto. Yeah, right here you see it's using more than it actually produces. But it's whatever. But I think this will be a nice it's a nice sense of including the world in the game, right? Or like in the progression, like you actually help your outposts and stuff. But yeah, I'm not gonna ramble too much because I'm just gonna upload this raw. But feel free to ask in the comments any questions you have about the game. I played it a decent amount. I'm not like the craziest like min maxer or anything, but I'll try to give my best answers for the game. I just kind of wanted to get my thoughts out there, you know. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you do click on this video, and I hope when this game does come out, people start to enjoy it and stuff. It's pretty good. So have a good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. And yeah.